Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear to make an informed decision. Now, if you wanted to know how to make a world-class cryptocurrency that could put itself in the position to be a leader in Web3 and digital assets with NFTs, smart contracts, and everything that's coming down the pipe, well, I've found the secrets. I've uncovered those, and I'm going to share them with you in this video. So let's get into it. Now, most projects, guys, come from a group of developers with an idea. And they say, I have this idea, let's create it, see what happens. Or maybe they just want to get wealthy, create a meme coin. Or they see a problem that they can solve. And they say, well, let's put this project together and see if we can solve that problem. And maybe everything works out, or maybe it doesn't. But in my opinion, the way to do it is exactly how HBAR has done it. And we're going to talk about that. And once you see how they've done it, there are no guarantees, but I truly believe you'll come to the same understanding as me, is that long term HBAR is here to stay, and they have done everything right to make it happen. I truly believe they are going to be a top 10 cryptocurrency for a long, long time, and quite frankly, they could get in the top 3. Now, here's what they've done. Now, when they decided to do it, now these are just educated guesses from an outsider looking in. But basically, what they did, they got together and they said, hey, I want to build a protocol that is going to cater to enterprise, right? To Wall Street, to the global, uh, huge global powers. So they said, okay, we need to figure out what they need, what they want, and why, create something that they will come to us and solve every need they have. Well, obviously, they said, well, let's ask them what they need. Well, not only did they ask them, they said, hey, let's ask the top leaders in the world and see if we can get them involved in our project. Well, what you see on the screen, guys, is their governing board. I mean, if you look at some of those names, it's massive. I mean, you got Ubisoft, IBM, Google. Avery Dennison is arguably the biggest law firm in the world, guys. And these are not just companies that are putting their logo on their website. These are very, very involved. Not all of them, and all on different levels, but they are involved in the governance and what happens with Hedera. Now, what would be the second thing that you would figure out that they would need? Well, you would say that we need to build a protocol that can scale and that can basically be handle anything that they throw at us, and it will be fast and efficient. Well, look at this, guys. Look at the transactions per second. When you compare it to Ethereum or to Cardano, Polkadot, even Algorand, they're not even in the league. I mean, look at that. Look how much faster Hedera is. 48.20 transactions per second. Ethereum can't even do a transaction per second. The second best is Algorand at 9.85. Now, I know that Solana can do a very, very fast transaction. I don't know why it's not on here, but Hedera is extremely fast, no matter which blockchain you compare it to. Now, this is really impressive. They hit 1 billion transactions in a year and a half. It took Ethereum like 6 years to do 1 billion transactions, and now they are past 2 billion. Well, that is what corporate America wants and needs, right? That's when your major corporations are going to build out metaverse or do smart contracts for real estate or whatever comes down the pipe. They're going to need something like what Hedera offers. Now, check this out, guys. Now, this, in my opinion, is 100% what is going to secure the success of HBAR. And it may take a long time, but most cryptos are going to have to adjust. Now, I'm talking probably 10 years or so, maybe even 20. They're going to have to adjust to this model problem. Now, what this is that, probably 95%, if not 99% of most cryptos, the more you use it, the higher the cost becomes, right? Like I'll use VeChain. VeChain has the 2-token policy or system. You have to buy VThor to convert it over, or vice versa. I'm not sure which. But the point is, when, let's say, VeChain lands a major corporation, like I know Walmart uses them. Well, the more Walmart uses VeChain, the higher the cost, because the token starts to go up. And over time, those fees are just going to grow and grow and grow. Well, one thing I know for sure, corporate America hates uncertainty. Look at the stock market. Why do you think it's been down like it has so far this year? It's all the uncertainty in the world. Corporate America wants, or just corporations around the world, they need a budget-friendly process. No matter what the cost is, they want to be able to budget for it and plan on it. And Hedera, no matter what the cost of the token is, the fees stay the same. And corporate America absolutely loves that. I've talked to some developers, like when we were talking about VeChain, they truly believe that the cost over time is going to be so expensive that they're going to have to change their model. Now, that's a long time down the road, but it just shows you that it will become an issue probably for most blockchains. Now, what else would you do with ESG being so big right now? You would say, well, we need to be a very green cryptocurrency, right? Well, they're the green of the green. Look at this, guys. Look at how efficient when you talk about the energy they need to run. Now, Ethereum is up there. Cardano, way up there as well. And these are the best, guys. But I want you to look. The next closest one is Algorand, and it's at 5.34 watts per transaction. And quite frankly, guys, I don't understand any of that, but I do understand how it was explained to me by a developer. He basically said, like, if you were looking at how efficient Hedera is compared to, say, Algorand, which is really efficient, and not, I mean, they're both leaps and bounds among better than everything else. But he said it's basically like you, a person that could, run 1,000 miles in a day compared to someone that could just run like a mile a day. It's that big a difference. I don't know if that metaphor works for you, but it's a massive difference of how energy efficient Hedera is. Nothing else is even close. Corporate America loves that, and over time it is going to matter. Now, speaking of time, here's the thing. A lot of people want to measure just technology. And in my opinion, HBAR's technology is as good as any. I'm not a developer. I know some developers definitely believe it is the best of the best, but it's definitely very good, and it's good enough. That's for sure. Now, here's my point about that. Technology right now, because how new crypto is, and most people don't understand it. Like, if you're watching this video, you probably are in the top 1% of all the people in the world who understand blockchain, digital assets, crypto, smart contracts, and all of that. Like, even the financial advisors, your banker, stockbrokers, they do not understand it. Most of them couldn't tell you the difference between Hedera and Ethereum, proof of work or proof of stake. They can't. So they are going to follow the trend for the most part, just like retail investors follow influencers. Wall Street tends to follow other Wall Street corporations. But over time, the best tech will start to separate itself when people really start to have an understanding. I truly believe that is not going to happen at all for at least 5 years. But when that does, I think Hedera is going to start to separate itself over time. Now, one other thing that I want you to think about, guys, their their governing board is world class leaders. They're huge corporations. Now, I know, or at least from what I've been told, and I've talked to a few developers and I've watched countless hours of what's going on back, behind the curtain at HBAR, and I truly believe we're going to get some announcements, whether they're tomorrow morning, next summer, 2 years from now, but you're going to get some massive announcements like from what IBM is doing on HBAR or Google or whoever it may be. We're going to see a big, big announcement or 2 or 3 or 10 that comes out of HBAR. I truly believe that. Now, none of this is financial advice, guys. I don't know what you think about what I said, but I truly believe that the secrets to success in crypto is exactly what Hedera has been doing. In every category, they check the box. I truly believe it is a roadmap, and the HBAR is going to be in the top 10 for a long, long time. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Tell me what you think in the comments section. I'm really curious. Every time I go down the rabbit hole and learn more about HBAR, I just can't wait to start stacking more and more and more. And I should have put a chart up there, guys, but the price is extremely low. I think it's one of the most undervalued projects out there, and I'm stacking during this recession, and I truly believe it is going to blow through its old high in the next bull run, and it's going to be changing gears. I think it can do like what Solana did in 2021. That's just my personal opinion. None of this financial advice. But that's all I got for you guys. HBAR is one of my horses, and I'm going to get to stacking. Are you? Let me know in the comments section. Go ahead and hit that like button. And look, guys, we're trying to grow this community, and we really want you to be part of it. So go ahead and subscribe, mash that notification so you don't miss anything, and come back, be part of this community. Take care.